Welcome students. In this session, we will discuss about the steam condenser numerical, that is numerical on vacuum and condenser efficiency. And later we will discuss about the capacity of air pump. Okay, so we will start with the two examples. So today in this session, I will cover two examples. So where we will find the vacuum efficiency and condenser efficiency, some important problems which will be asked in the exams and all exams. Okay, so if you see the statement, it says that the following readings are recorded during a test on a steam condenser. Okay, and so test is conducted on steam condenser, so we are recording. So vacuum in condenser is 71.5 centimeter. Okay, so 71.5 centimeter of Hg. So this is the vacuum gauge reading. Then barometer reading is 76.5 centimeter of Hg. Okay, so it is the barometric gauge reading. Then mean temperature of condenser is 33 degrees Celsius and hot well temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. So as we know that condenser, so the heat will be released. Okay, so hot well temperature is 29 degrees Celsius and the temperature of condenser is 33 degrees Celsius. And inlet of cooling water is 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, it is 9 degrees Celsius. Then outlet of cooling water, it is 26.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you can see that inlet of the cooling water is how much? 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, but when it comes out, so outlet temperature it is 26.5 degrees Celsius. Why? Obviously condenser, the entry, that is the, we will get the steam. Okay, so that's why that steam heat is released to this cold water. Okay, what we have to, these are the given data. What we have to find? We have to find the corrected vacuum to standard barometer. Okay, we have to find the corrected vacuum, then vacuum efficiency, then we have to calculate the undercooling of the condensate and condenser efficiency. Okay, so first thing we have to calculate is the corrected vacuum. We know the formula. So this is the standard 76 centimeter of Hg. Okay, 76 centimeter of Hg is the standard. Okay, so 76 centimeter of Hg minus Hb. Hb is the barometric pressure gauge reading and Hg is the vacuum. So I will write this is for vacuum and Hb is the barometer pressure gauge reading. So what we will get, 76 minus barometric gauge is how much? 76.5. Okay, and vacuum gauge reading is 71.5. So what we will get? We will get 71 centimeter of Hg. So now you can see this is in terms of centimeter of Hg. So we have to convert this Hg in terms of bars. Okay, so we can find the absolute pressure of the steam corresponding to condenser temperature of 33 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this we are getting from the steam table. So I will take you to this steam table now for 33 degrees Celsius. Okay, for 33 degrees Celsius steam. So temperature is here around. Okay, for temperature 33 degrees Celsius, the pressure, you can see this is the pressure. Okay, pressure. So this pressure is in terms of bars. Okay, so for 33 it is how much? 0.05029 bars. Okay, and steam is how much? That is wet steam is 28.042 meter cube per kg. Okay, so this will be required when we have to find the mass of the air and all. So there we can we require this specific volume. So now we require what? We require this pressure 0.5029. Okay. So let us come to the PPT again. Okay. So in this way, we are from the stream table, what we are getting pressure. So that is nothing but that is the saturation pressure. That is the saturation pressure. Okay. So now it is in terms of bar. So that I have to convert it in terms of Hg. Okay. So normally we know that 76 centimeter of Hg is equal to how much? 1.01325 bar. Okay. So 1 centimeter of Hg will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 1.01325 divided by 76 bar. Okay. So if I substitute this value 1.01325 divided by 76, so then I will get 0.0133322. So this is in bar. So that's why what I am doing. I am okay. So if you want to convert from bar to mm of Hg, okay. So this is 1 centimeter of Hg is equal to how much? 0.0333322 bar. So 1 bar will be equal to how much? 1 divided by 0.01333322. So I will divide 0.01333322. So what I will get? I will get 3.772 centimeter of Hg. Okay. So this is the saturation pressure of stream. Okay, PS. If you want to find the vacuum efficiency, it is what? Actual vacuum recorded by gauge to the ideal vacuum. Suppose if actual vacuum recorded by gauge was not given, so that time we should have used this formula, that is PB minus PT. PB means what? Barometric pressure gauge reading minus total pressure. So again, that we can write it as PB minus total pressure is what? PA plus PS, that is partial pressure of air and partial pressure of steam. Okay, but here what is there? Actual vacuum recorded by the gauge is given. So that is how much? It is 71.5. Okay, it is given 71.5 is given. So that's why we will take this value directly. Okay, then barometric pressure is how much? 7.5, 76.5, and saturation pressure of steam, it is 3.772. Okay, so in this way, what I will get? I will get 0.9831, or in terms of percentage, I will get this 98.31%. So this was the vacuum efficiency. Same way we have to find the condenser efficiency. Before that, we have to find the undercooling. Okay, and undercooling of condensate. Undercooling of condensate will be equal to what? Condenser temperature, okay, minus hot well temperature. Condenser temperature minus hot well temperature. So this is the undercooling of the condensate. So this much cooling is done. Okay, because hot well is 29 degrees Celsius and the mean temperature of condenser is 33 degrees Celsius. That means what? 4 degrees Celsius is the undercooling of condensate. Then what is the absolute condenser pressure? Absolute condenser pressure will be barometric reading minus vacuum gauge reading. So barometric reading is what? 76, and vacuum reading is 4.5. Okay, so this barometric reading means what? This is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, don't get confused here. It is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so it is 76 minus 71.5. So what I will get? We will get 4.5 centimeter of Hg. So convert Hg to bar means what? We will multiply 0.013322. So we will get 0.05999 bars. Okay. So condenser efficiency formula is what? It is T2 minus T1. See, T2 minus T1 divided by Ts minus T1. T2 is what? Outlet temperature of condenser. T1 is the inlet temperature of condenser, and Ts is the saturation temperature. So since the saturation temperature is not given, given is what? Given is the mean temperature of condenser. Okay, so we have to find this saturation temperature. So saturation temperature will be corresponding to the absolute pressure of the condenser, that is 0.05 double triple line bar. So this we will get as 35.85 degrees Celsius. So again, we have to use the this one steam table. So again, I will use the steam table for how much? 0.059 bar. Okay, 0.059. So we have to use the pressure table. So you will go 0.0. There is 0. See here 0.05 and this is 0.06. So almost it is equal to 0.06. So here the value will be how much? 35.85. Okay. So since it is 36.18, so if you take the interpolation for 0.0599, you will get around 36.85. Okay. So in this way, we will get the temperature, saturation temperature. It is 35.85 degrees. Now substitute the value. Substitute the value. So efficiency of the condenser will be equal to what? Outlet temperature minus inlet temperature divided by saturation temperature of condenser to the inlet temperature. So this is outlet temperature is how much? 26.5 and inlet temperature is 9. So we will get 65.18 percentage. Okay, so this was the first problem. So I will again briefly explain. So first we have calculated the corrected vacuum. Okay, then we are calculating the vacuum efficiency. Then we are calculating the undercooling of the condensate. Then we are calculating the condenser. To calculate the condenser efficiency, we require the saturation temperature. So saturation temperature we are getting through the condenser pressure. Okay, so condenser pressure is the atmospheric pressure minus vacuum gauge reading. Okay, so next problem we will discuss. So here we will be studying only about the two problems. Okay, so it states that in a condenser, vacuum gauge reads 71.5 centimeter of Hg. So vacuum gauge reading is given, while barometer reads 75.5 centimeter of Hg. So barometer gauge is given. Temperature of condenser is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so these three data is given. So determine the pressure of steam and air. Okay, pressure of steam and air means what? It is PA, pressure of air, and pressure of steam, PS. Then mass of air per kg of steam. Then corrected vacuum to standard barometer, corrected vacuum you have to find. Then vacuum efficiency. Okay, then you have to find the vacuum efficiency. Okay, the first thing is that we will find the absolute pressure in the condenser. Absolute pressure will be equal to what? HB minus HV, that is barometer gauge reading minus vacuum gauge reading. It is 4 centimeter of Hg. Okay, so convert it in terms of bar, multiply with respect to 0.01 33322. Okay, so this will give in terms of bar 0.05 33332 bar. Okay, so this is what, this is the total pressure. I will write it as PT, total pressure in the condenser, total absolute pressure in the condenser, PT. Okay, then partial pressure of steam of at the temperature 25 degrees Celsius. So I will get 0.03166 bar. This I am getting from the steam table. So this time only what you do, you take VG value also. Okay, VG value means what? It is the specific volume. So it is given how much? 43.402 meter cube per kg. So again I will go to the steam table. So for steam table, what we have to see? We have to see for 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so for 25 degrees Celsius, okay, so you can see here 25 degrees Celsius, pressure is 0.03166 and specific volume is 43.402. Okay, so these two value I am taking. I will take these two values. Okay. Okay, after taking these two values, that is pressure and that is specific volume 43.402. So this is now PS, that is saturation pressure of steam. Okay, suffix S refers for steam. Then partial pressure of steam will air will be equal to what? Total pressure of condenser minus partial pressure of steam. Partial pressure of steam we can also call it as the saturation pressure. Okay, so this will be equal to how much? 0.05332 minus 0.03166. Okay, I'm taking this one PS and this is PT. Okay, PT. So finally I will get pressure of air. It is 0.02166 bar. So specific volume of this steam is how much? 43.402 meter cube per kg. So air will also occupy the same volume of the steam. Okay, so by using the ideal gas equation, PAVA, PV is equal to MRT. Okay, so since specific volume of steam will also that is air will also the same volume of this steam, so VA I will take it as 43.402. Okay, 43.402 and PA, but PA here it is for the air, so PA is how much? 0.02166. I will take 0.02166. So it is in terms of bar, so I will multiply 10 raised to 5. So this will be in terms of Newton per meter square. Okay, Newton per meter square. ये हो गया. Then R. RA is how much? It is the universal gas constant. So I'll write it as 287. Okay. Then temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. 25 plus 273. So this will give in terms of Kelvin. So finally what I will get the mass of air as 1.09 kg per kg of steam. Okay, in this way. So since this is 287 joule per kg Kelvin, okay, this will be Kelvin. Okay, and this Newton per meter square. Okay, so this that in this way this will get cancelled and we will get MA is equal to 1.099 kg per kg of steam. Okay. Then next what we have to find? We have to find the corrected vacuum. So corrected vacuum is equal to how much? That is standard reading, that is 76 centimeter of HE. We can 76 is nothing but 760 mm of normal. It is written as 760 mm of HG. So this we can write it as 76 centimeter of HG. Okay, standard reading minus barometric reading minus vacuum gauge reading. Okay, so 76 minus 75.5 minus 71.5. This will get this will be getting around 4. The 76 minus 4 is how much? 72 centimeter of He. So again this is in terms of mercury. So from steam table what we have to find? We have to find the absolute pressure of steam corresponding to the condenser temperature of 25 degree Celsius. So for 25 degree Celsius, okay, So pressure is how much? Pressure is 0.03166 bar. Okay. So, but we have to convert this in terms of centimeter of Hg. So bar को centimeter में क्या करेंगे? So I will divide 0.03166. So this is dividing. I am dividing with respect to 0.0133322. So I will get 2.375 centimeter of Hg. Okay. Then vacuum efficiency will be equal to what? Actual vacuum recorded by gauge. It is given 71.5 in the statement. Then divided by barometric gauge reading minus the pressure of steam. Okay. So this is PS, pressure of steam. So this is what PB. Okay, P 71.5 means what? This will be PE. Okay, so then we will get 0.9777 or 97.77%. So see, you can write it as like vacuum efficiency is equal to, that is PV. PV is the what? That is the recorded actual vacuum recorded by the gauge minus PB minus PS. Okay, so this PV only we can write it as PB minus, okay, PA, PB minus PS plus PA divided by PB minus PS. So S is for the saturation pressure of steam and A is for the air. When A is 0, okay, when there is no leakage, then what will happen? PB minus PS divided by PB minus. So that time it will be 100% efficiency. So that's why you can see almost whatever the vacuum efficiency is there, it will be near about 99%, 98%. Okay, in this range only. Almost it will be more than 97% only. Okay, so in this way you have to solve the numericals. Okay, thank you very much.